All right. So as I was saying, today is the pink full moon. Why I'm in pink. And the full moon is a good time for cleansing and letting go of the things we need to let go of. And so we do that every time we practice, or that we practice together. So we'll start by just taking those deep breaths. So either sitting with your spine straight, or standing with your spine straight. So the top of your head, Bai Hui, is pointing towards the heavens as a funnel, exchanging chi with the heavens. And the bottom of your feet, if you're sitting, you want to make sure the bottom of your feet are on the ground. If you're standing, they obviously are. And just your body is not tense. It's at that perfect Goldilocks point. That's not too tense and not too loose. And we're just going to take those few moments. You can have your hands at your side relax. You can place your hands on your heart if that helps you to slow down. And we're just taking those first few breaths to place ourselves here and now in our body, in this moment, slowing down our breath, slowing down our heart rate, which will naturally help us to find that calmness. And taking slow, luxurious breaths. And these first 3 breaths, we can actually breathe out our mouth. So we're releasing extra carbon dioxide that might have built up, waste products. So giving a good sigh. And not rushing the exhale. You want to do a nice, slow, luxurious. So you are breathing in the oxygen and allowing it, pausing at the top of the breath, allowing the oxygen to spread through your body. And then a slow exhale through your mouth. You don't have to make any noise, but you want to truly be exhaling the extra CO2. And you can allow your body to just melt into the ground, melt off anything that no longer serves. Now the rest of our breathing, if you're able, you'll have your mouth closed and our breaths will be in and out our nose. Not trying to control your breath, but just allowing it, kind of observing your breath as it's breathing, as you're breathing. Your eyes can be opened or closed. If they're open, you have that unfocused gaze. You're not looking down. We want to try to bring our energy so we're waking up. We don't want to fall asleep as we're doing this. We're going to take some deep breaths and relax our body also. It's a good time as we relax our body to let go. Again, the full moon is a great time for cleansing, and it is almost the full moon hour. And so taking some deep breaths, starting at the top of your head and relaxing your head, top of your head and your whole face. You can even scrunch or wiggle and stuff as you just take a deep breath into your whole face and just relaxing. And as you relax, you should find that you smile, because if your face is truly relaxed, you will be smiling inside and outside. The tip of your tongue, if it's truly relaxed, it will be lightly touching the top of your palate, and that connects the front and the back meridians. And so we have this cosmic loop that goes through us, the microcosm. Now, just taking a deep breath and relaxing your neck and down your shoulders, relaxing. And you can wiggle your shoulders, roll them a little bit, and relaxing your arms, wiggling them. as you let anything, any tension you're holding in your arms, in your fingertips, just melt off and into the earth. And then relaxing our chest. You can place your hands or just leave them at your side, taking a deep breath. And as we're relaxing the outside of the chest, also relaxing our heart and our lungs. And then breathing into our middle, into our digestive area, taking a deep breath, massaging those areas with our breath, and then just relaxing, letting any tension melt off, melting down our legs and into the earth. And then our next breath, we'll breathe into our lower abdomen and also our lower back. We're truly taking a deep breath, we'll feel our lower abdomen expanding and contracting. With each of those breaths, just allowing any tension, anything you're holding on to in those areas to melt off. You can even rotate your hips a little bit, rotate your waist as you allow things to melt off. And then breathing into our legs from our hips down. You can, if you like, you can even squeeze muscles to help bring energy into them and just allow them to relax, allowing any tension that has built up and allowing everything to melt into the earth, down, making sure it goes deep into the earth, letting go. You can even wiggle your toes to get your feet fully planted onto the earth. To feel that connection as the energy is flowing in from the top of our head and down. We're sending our roots deep into the earth. The full moon, the gravity is higher. And so it's a good time for sending roots deep into the earth. Also from our tailbone, we have roots. And even from our fingertips are down. And sending those roots deep into the earth, mingling them with all the earth, with all the rocks, all the elements of the earth, and connecting with all the other roots of all the other living beings on this earth, the plants and the animals. You can even then give your roots a little bit of an energetic tug to get the energy from the earth moving back up into your legs and into your body so that you're bringing energy in from the earth as you're also letting energy that you don't need melt into the earth. And as we do that energetic tug up, we're going to go ahead and pull the chi up with our hands up. And we're going to do those 3 cleansing circles. So up through the middle of our body, out the top of our head, and then our hands point down. So we're doing these cleansing circles from the earth first. We'll do 4 of them because that's the earth's number. You can bend down if you like. Your hands, as they come up in front of you, be playful. They can face you, they can face each other. There's not a right or wrong. It's just however you're feeling it. And then cleansing around you, using that earth energy to create that space. And you can even, as I said, when I do this on my own, I face each direction. So I do 4 different directions. So to the north, the south, if you know your directions at your home. And allow your breath to just be, it should just naturally slow down as you finish your 4th circle. Just pausing, feeling that groundingness. As I mentioned, this full moon is in Libra, the sign of balance. So it's a time for us to find that balance in our life by letting go of the things that do knock us out of balance, to allow us to find that calming space so that we are the reflection, a perfect reflection of the moon. No ripples in there. Now we're going to go, we're going to actually now do our circles in the other direction. So we're going to go down and out. So we always want to do them at the beginning. If you're doing these cleansing ones, we now are gathering the energy from the sky, from the cosmos, from the heavens. And we're going to do, you can do 3 or 4 circles. And if your arms don't allow you to lift up all the way, and again, you can do 1 in each direction if you like. Just lift your arms as high as you can, and it's your intention. And when your hands come in front of you, they can come down however you feel. So you can be coming flat in front of you. You can bring your hands together. As you're lifting around to the side, your hands will face up. But just be playful when you do it. So if you feel like bringing your hands together as you come down in front, you can try that, trying different positions. Again, there's not a right or wrong. And we'll do 1 more cleansing circle. And it's up to you if you want to bend and get your whole body into it. And then just pausing. Once you bring the chi down through the central channel into lower dantian. If you want, you can place your hands there as you're taking some deep breaths, feeling the grounding, feeling that you are this channel between the heavens and the earth, exchanging chi. Taking full belly breaths, which just means that you're fully breathing into your lungs, which will expand your diaphragm and have your belly, your stomach, you'll feel movement in your lower abdomen. And you can stay like that, or you can place your hands on your heart as we set an intention for our practice. And the full moon is also a nice time, as well as cleansing and balancing. It's a nice time to plant a seed of intention for our next 2 weeks until the new moon, and to nurture that seed. And so the energy of the full moon, as well as our intentions. And so just taking a few deep breaths, I just like to place my hands on my heart as I plant that seed to keep that place of peace, of balance, of joy within me, and to extend it to all those that I meet. Seeing in them that peace and calmness, their true nature. And when you're ready, your hands will come down to the side, and they'll just naturally start lifting as we begin the Qigong. Not rushing to have your hands go all the way up. We get to do this 9 times, and so you don't have to make it all the way up the first time. Your breath is just moving with your hands as we lift our arms up on the clouds, on the chi. Our breath, just doing a slow, luxurious inhale. Your arms are loose and round, and they're just floating up. You're not actually lifting them. And just a slow exhale as your hands, your arms come down. Your hands are just following along. The pause in your breath as your arms change direction and you're just allowing them to float up. Again, what feels right for you. And just allowing him to float down. It's a very grounding move. It's also a wonderful move because it helps us to naturally slow down. And so if you don't have the time to do the preparation that we go through together, I often do not when I'm doing it on my own. This is a wonderful beginning because you do naturally slow down as you're doing this move. And it helps to slow down your breath. And slowing down our breath will slow down our heart rate. And as our heart rate slows down, our thoughts, our mind will also slow down. And how your hands go, just let it be natural for you. There's no intention with them. So now we're going to open up on the mountaintop. So as you reach to the top at your level of your heart, you're going to open up your arms, opening up your chest, opening up your heart to what is. And then slowly closing your arms and allowing your hands to float down on the clouds of chi, moving with your breath, allowing your breath to move with you. And so the breath is a full inhale on this, all the way. If you're able till you're opened up, you can even arch just a little bit to open up to the sunlight, open up to the mountaintop, and then a full exhale as you close and close your arms. But you can do 2 breaths if your breath is not quite that slow. Again, opening up on the ocean front, on the mountaintop, opening up to the new day, to all the new possibilities, opening up to the full moon and the cleansing energy. I always find myself very deeply smiling on this one as I open up on the mountaintop. You can open up to the full moon and the beauty of its glowing, reflecting within your heart, because your heart has let go of anything that was murky so that it can perfectly reflect the full moon. And I also, after a couple, I like to open up and expand my love, my energy, my intentions out to all other beings. You can say, may all beings be safe and protected. May all beings find peace within and without. And may all beings open their arms to embrace one another with love and kindness. And may all beings open their arms to embrace themselves. And on this one, we'll go ahead and give ourselves a hug, embracing ourselves with love and kindness. Your arms can cross at the level of your heart, right below the wrist. Your hands just fall on the front of your shoulders. You're actually pushing on acupressure points there that help to fully engage the heart. Just feeling some self-appreciation for yourself for taking the time today or any day to just slow down, which helps the other people in your life to also slow down. It's such a wonderful gift. You can stay there for longer if you like, or your arms will drop to the side. You open up with your hands facing up, and we will carry the rainbow. And so one hand will go over your head, sending the rainbow into the top, into Bai Hui. Your eyes follow the lower hand. If you're standing, you can just do small carrying. Your arms don't have to go all the way up. But if you're able, you can actually move your legs a little bit apart, and you can actually lower the lower one. Your one leg will be straight. You can do, it's your expression. It's just more a side to side, but you can also stay like this. And you're just carrying the rainbow. And we'll walk through the rainbow. If your arms get tired, just put them back down on, put your hands on your heart. So as we walk through the rainbow, we walk through the chakras of red, which is the earth chakra, our stability, our grounding, and into the orange, which is our sacral chakra, water element, which is cleansing, nurturing, and creativity. Into yellow, our solar plexus, the fire element, which is manifesting our creations, our intentions. Into green, the heart chakra, representing gratitude and love, appreciation, and joy. Into blue, sky blue, the throat chakra, speaking our truth with humility and gratitude and grace. Into a deep indigo, which is the purple blue of the third eye, looking inward, trusting our intuition, seeing clearly. And into violet, our crown chakra, our connection to the heavens, the cosmos, accepting our divinity. And then our hands just come, hands facing down, and bring them together in front of you, up above our head, and we separate the clouds. And as the chi flows better through your arms, you can hold these poses much longer. I remember when I was first learning, and we were all amazed how long our teacher could keep her arms up, and we would all be so tired. But your hands, if you do the full move, you're squatting down, your hands will come in front of your knees. Your palms, my palms face each other, and then they face out above my head as I separate the clouds. And these are the clouds of our thoughts, any thoughts that are still clouding our mind. We're just separating them. And allowing our arms to float down. You're never dropping them, you're allowing them to float on the clouds down that you're separating. And lifting up, you're inhaling. There's that imperceptible, that pause in your breath as it changes directions. And you're just slowly exhaling, relaxing in the silence as those thoughts are cleared away. You can also do it, your hands facing you, if that's more comfortable. If you're able to reach up, your feet stay flat throughout this. You can move your legs closer together wherever you're feeling it. I must be doing a good job because the sun is really bright right now. You can probably see on my pink jacket. See, I look like the pink full moon. We'll do another one or two, or you can pause. And you can pause with your arms at the side or your arms on Lao Gong. Sorry, your hands on lower dantian or your hands on your heart. And just see if those clouds are cleared up. Your thoughts a little bit less rustly. Are you starting to be that clear reflection of the full moon? Remembering to smile deep within at all the beauty within and without. And your arms will drop to the side, but you bend at the elbow. You're loose, you're not tucked in too tight. We do carrying the silk. So your one hand, your body again is going to be turning to each side. Your feet do not move. And your hands, if your body was not moving, again, your hands are actually just moving back and forth, up and down. So you have a ball of chi in the middle of your hands. And as you're turning from side to side, it gives this impression that you're pushing, but you're not actually pushing. It's the movement of your waist. Makes it look like your hands are pushing. So the lower hand is down and then they switch. And then that hand is kind of forward, kind of down. So you're keeping that connection of the chi. So it's like a silk cloth flowing between your two hands. You're not rushing, just enjoying the calmness and the softness. And again, there's no stiffness. It's just this round, fluid motion. And then at some point, your arms, both hands just drop down, palms forward, and then you're going to row across the ocean, the lake of samsara. Your hands will face back as you're going back. And so it's like you're swimming and then forward. And so it is, if your shoulders allow you to do the full motion, but if your shoulders don't, this is perfectly fine. And so if you can do the full motion, you're going to squat and your hands will go by your knees. So you're rowing or swimming across the sea of samsara. Samsara is the Buddhist term for the illusion or delusion that we live in. This illusion that we have all these problems and stuff. And so we're pushing all of our worries behind us and realizing that we're coming to a very sunny sunny shore. And all our troubles are behind us. We don't need to worry. And everything's beautiful and bright. The sun is shining. All the pink flowers are blossoming in the pink moon. And you can do a few more, or you can step on the shore and just pause for a few moments. And again, looking within and noticing, hopefully things are getting a little bit clearer within you. Your heart is blossoming more. The seed of intention that we planted in our heart is starting to blossom as we nurture it with this chi, with the sunlight and the moonlight. So the next two moves are looking at the sunlight and looking at the moonlight. So the sunlight is one hand at a time, and you're going to scoop up the water and you look at your hand, the palm of your hand. Your hand is at the level of your eyes, and then you switch and you do your other hand. The hand you're not looking at goes over the back, and you turn your body from side to side. So the back foot, whatever hand is scooping down into the water, you can do a full move. That foot actually rotates so you're on your toes. So the toe, you rotate on the ball of your foot as you're turning from side to side. And your hand is scooping. There's a lot of imagery of water. You're scooping your fingertips through the edge of that water we just swam across. And you can imagine you have a gem in your hand, because your hand is a gem. Lao Gong is looking at your heart, and you're just cleansing it and looking at the sunlight as it reflects off the sparkles of the water. So you're just gazing at the center of the palm of your hand. Again, the worker's palace. It's a connection to our heart. And we're just seeing that some people will see stuff, will see the point, but you can look at your fingertips also. Your fingertips are not going higher than your head. So you're not lifting higher isn't better. It's just very natural. And just going from side to side, looking at the sunlight through your fingertips. I actually have the sunlight to look at in the one direction. You can bend and you lift up. So your one leg is flat on the ground, and the back, same hand you're looking at, you're on your toes. And then you just naturally move into two hands. So the hands are facing each other. So both hands now, you're going to look in between the hands, and we're looking at the moonlight between our hands. The movement of the body is the same, that you're bending down and that one foot rotates on the ball of the foot, and we're gazing at the moonlight between our hands. Again, you're not lifting your hands way up. They're like at the level of your face. So you're just looking, gazing. You can gaze up a little bit. We don't want to gaze down. So either forward or up a little bit would be even wonderful. And you can just move a little bit is okay too. Depends on how we're feeling it that day. But with the full moon, we're gazing at that full moon through our palms of our hands. And we're allowing the moon, as we're doing this, the calmness we're feeling, that moon is able to reflect, because our heart is becoming shiny and clean. We're letting go of everything that no longer serves. You can do it another time or two, or you can come back to that point in the center. And just pausing, your hands on your heart or your hands at the side, however it feels for you, and just pausing. Something we don't do enough. Just pausing and reflecting within. Are you at a point of calmness and stillness so that you're able to reflect the moonlight? And then our next move, our arms drop to the side, our elbows are bent. So similar like before, but this time we are going to reach out in one direction. Our hand points down, and we're going to catch a lotus leaf with our palm of our hand. And then we gently bring it back in. And then you reach out, palms down first, as you catch that lotus leaf with your hand. You don't have to stretch very far. And so again, you're wrapping your hand around the lotus leaf. So the full movement, your hand points down, and then you start by moving your fingertips, starting with your pinky finger, to make a very loose fist around the lotus leaf. So starting with your pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and your thumb, it's just a loose, grabbing those lotus leaves as they fall. Lotus. And pulling them in. Everybody, it's your Qigong. So some people will pull the lotus leaf into their heart. Other people will just bring it into like your lower dantian or your middle dantian, wherever you're feeling, pulling the lotus leaf in. So I do move my feet on this one sometimes as I'm moving. It depends how you feel it. The true move, you don't really move your feet. You're just moving back and forth. Your body can come up and down a little bit. You can also stand if you want a stronger workout or something. You can stand in that sorry, I can't remember her name, pose where your knees are bent and you're standing and you're catching. So your lower body is standing, not moving, and you're catching the lotus leaf. But to me, catching the lotus leaf is this very gentle move. And so I just allow my body to move with it. You can catch if the leaf is up higher, even though the move is supposed to stay down below. It's your Qigong, and they're your lotus leaves that are falling. And the lotus is this most beautiful flower. In Hinduism and Buddhism, it's their most sacred flower. And the lotus, the roots always grow in the mud. And so there's a famous saying, no mud, no lotus. So to have that most beautiful blossom, there is going to be some mud. But the idea is we're just doing this very gently, so we're not stirring up the mud. Mud is deep down below, and we're just allowing the lotus to blossom. We'll do one more lotus. You can always pause, but then this one, as you catch your last lotus, your hand's going to actually start to move into cloud hands. So this is a move, the same move from Tai Chi, except you're not moving your feet. So your one hand is coming up in front of your eyes, and you're just gazing at the cloud, and then it falls down. And then your other hand comes up the midline, and you're body is turning, so your arms are not actually moving. You're just here. One hand is coming up as it goes down, and it is the movement of your body that's moving the cloud, and you're just looking at the cloud. It's your thoughts, any of those thoughts, anything you're still holding on to, and you're letting it, you can acknowledge it and then just let it go. Your lower hand, you can have it facing down if that feels right for you, or you can have it facing your body. Again, it's your Qigong. There's not a right or a wrong. And your feet aren't moving. It's all in your body, your waist movement. You're just watching the clouds. Your breath is just nice and slow, moving with the clouds. These are just beautiful, lazy. You can make your clouds different shapes. You can be playful. So instead of having thoughts that you're letting go of, you can be watching different clouds. It can be elephants or gnomes. And then you can do that a couple more times. If you have some more clouds you want to watch, or you can bring your hands to rest. I just like to rest after every 2 when I'm teaching. And just see that, is your heart, is everything more clear? Are you able to dwell in the peace and calmness within and without? So one of the other things with the full moon is a really good time for cleansing. And these next 2 moves are very cleansing. And so we're going to be stepping forward. If you're in a chair, you'll just turn a little bit to one side. And so you step forward, you'll find the spot for your foot. So you're about a 45-degree, and we stay in this direction for several moves, and then we'll go to the other side the same way. So we step forward, your front knee's going to bend, and you can go down as far as you want, and you're going to scoop up water. Just remember, we're still on the side of that lake. You're going to scoop up the water, and you lean back on your back leg now bends, and your front leg straight, and you shower yourself with the water. My front leg, my toe actually lifts up, so I'm on my heel. And then we scoop down, the front knee bends, the back leg is straight. You scoop up the water. You can go down as far as you want. It's up to you. More isn't better. And then you're leaning back. The front toe now lifts up as you allow yourself to be showered and cleansed by the shower of chi. And then bending down, and the moonlight is perfectly reflected because everything's so calm. Your hands can face however they like. They can face in front or towards you or together as you're lifting the chi water and just cleansing. You're in the shower. You're just enjoying it. You can even lift your face up a little bit to get it washed too. Scooping up the water and lifting it up above you and allowing yourself to shower. And again, if your arms don't lift all the way, you can do as big, or it's all in the intention. So you can just do a small move where you're gathering the water and you're lifting it up And then you bring your foot back so they're together, and we go in the other direction. So you step forward and it doesn't matter which direction you do first. And so we scoop up the water, and this is one you can keep doing it for yourself, cleansing. Again, the full moon is a great time for cleansing off. We all take showers, however often you take showers, to clean our outside. And this Qigong, these different meditation practices are a cleansing of our insides. We're actually cleansing the inside. And so my teacher had always said that we all are very, especially in our culture, very meticulous about taking showers and being cleansed on the inside. But this is cleansing on the outside. I'm sorry, cleansing on the inside. So you can also, if you have somebody in your life who's in need of a little bit extra support, you can imagine them that you're giving them a shower of chi. And so you're giving them a bath to help them to settle anything they're going through. You can do one more, whether it's physical or emotional or spiritual. Remembering to smile as you're doing this. And then you step back, and then we step out to the other side again. And we're in the water. So you're in the water to your hips, and you're going to be doing that same rocking motion. So the front leg is going to bend, and then the back leg bends, and the front leg straight as you lift up your toes. And your arms are at your side, your hands are pointing forward, and it's like you're in a wave pool, the gentlest wave pool, and your hands are going to push forward, and then they just come down and around. So your arms are not really moving. It's your body rocking back and forth that's moving, and they come down there and around, and you're in the wave pool. This very gentle, and the water is the perfect temperature, and it is the most nurturing, healing water. It's those healing waters that everybody's been always looking for, and they were always there within us. And you're just allowing this water to cleanse and nurture any part of you, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, that's needing some extra cleansing. In Chinese medicine, we often talk about qi, the life force energy being stuck. And so this is also a nice one that gets things unstuck. It's very nurturing for the hips and the lower body. And again, you're not really pushing with your hands, it's the rocking motion that's doing it. And you want to be smiling, imagining the sunlight or the moonlight. It's a full moon. And you step back, and we do it again in the other direction. So these are all two directions. Never rushing. And again, if there's somebody in your life who's needing a little bit extra love, extra nurturing, extra healing waters, you can imagine that they're there also. And they're in your perfect healing water pool, and you're helping them to get a little less stuck, to find that balance point. And this is such a wonderful ones to do on the full moon, since the full moon is a great time for cleansing and also for planting a seed of intention. So we're cleansing as well as nurturing that seed, our new seed of intention, of calmness. Do one more. And we'll just come back to center and pause for a moment. See what time it is. Seeing how we feel now. Are we calmer, more still than when we came an hour ago? Do we even remember what was ruffling our waters an hour or 2 hours ago? Or it doesn't matter? Is our heart clearer and more still, so it's able to perfectly reflect the moonlight? Reflecting in our eyes, so every person we meet today, we can bring that calmness to them by just being present. And you're going to bring your hands to prayer position in front of your heart and rub them as we do the closing. So we just rub them until we feel a warmth. And you make 2 little cups and you place them over your eyes. So we're made some chi, some wonderful nurturing chi, and we're nurturing our eyes. And so you're just breathing in through your palms, the Lao Gong. Again, that's your heart chakra, and you're sending that beautiful cleansing chi into your eyes. Our eyes take in so much energy, always taking in so much, and we're just giving them a rest. And then your pinky fingers should end up, you just bring your hands down a little bit. So your pinky finger, and you press on the inside of your eyebrow. You'll feel it eventually. There's like a little divot, or there might be a sensitive point. And then you're going to just slowly move from one finger to the next as we move from the inside of our eye to the outside. So you're just below your eyebrow. There's the ridge of bone, and you're moving. So it's the middle finger. And then your index finger will be right to the outside of your eye, still on the bone outside of your eye. And you're just massaging it a little bit. And then we step inward now. Middle finger, we're moving back underneath on the bone under our eye to the middle of our eye, just above, near the bridge of our nose. You can even wipe away if you have some sleep there still. And just massaging. You can massage around your eye and then just massaging your whole face. This can be just gentle or more aggressive. I've seen it both ways. So our hands are just filled with this nurturing, healing chi. You can massage along the edges of your nose, especially for people with allergies. This is wonderful. There's all these acupressure points at the base of your nose right here. You can massage. You'll feel kind of a hole in the bone there. And you can massage above and below your mouth, hands pointing down. So just the edge of your index finger. And those are big acupressure points. And then your ears. This one's hard for me with my headphones on, but massaging behind your ears with your fingertips. And then you can massage, you can still hear me. You can still massage around your ear, make your ear pop a little bit. You can fold your earlobe. And then we can do the bee's breath again. So bee's breath, you actually do, this is a mudra, which is how we hold our fingers. So your index and thumb are touching, and they make a circle. So you don't want it like this. You want that nice circles, the tips of the fingers. And these three are just open, or it can be closed. It doesn't matter. And so this is actually creating, again, that microcosm. And what you're going to do is with these three fingers, you're going to fold your front of your ear so that it closes your ear, the hole in your ear, and you're going to hum. And we do it 3 times. And so you're actually saying om or amen. You can think of it like that. And so you just hum like a bee, and inside, because you won't be able to hear anything except your own humming, you kind of sound like a bee buzzing. And so it's actually very stimulating. It's breathing pranayama from yoga. So covering up, using that little flap in front of your ears, pushing it forward with your middle finger, and you just hum. You take a deep breath, and then you just hum. And one more deep breath. Close your ear and hum. So you're a little bee pollinating. You'll actually feel your whole body vibrating. It's extremely energizing. So we're back. We're going to massage our scalp. Tons of acupressure points there, massaging along our neck. You massage the front of your neck just very gently. Most people massage the back, and they forget how important it is to massage the front. And then bring your hands in front, either keep them in prayer or place them on your heart, and just sending healing energy. This is when also, if there's a part of you that needs extra healing, you can place your hands there on your lower back or your stomach. If you have somebody in your life who's, say, having low back issues, you can just have a clear intention of them in your mind and place your hands there for them. And just sending them some extra love, healing energy, sending yourself that extra loving, healing energy. Or just keep your hands on your heart. And then fingertips point towards each other as you place your fingers. Just gently rub your eyes 3 times from the inside to out. As you slowly open your eyes back to this world, back into the dream, and say namaste. I'm going to stop recording.